In the dead of night, you suddenly awaken from sleep. Your mind is fully conscious, yet your entire body cannot move, as if something is pressing down on you. You try to scream, but no sound escapes. You struggle, but cannot move an inch. That overwhelming terror becomes a memory seared into your soul forever. This eerie phenomenon is commonly known as ghost pressing on the bed. Hundreds of millions of people worldwide have experienced this suffocating terror firsthand. Those who have experienced it describe being completely awake, fully aware of their surroundings, yet completely unable to control their own body. Some feel an enormous weight crushing their chests, making breathing impossible. Others see dark shadows lurking by the bedside or crawling onto their bodies. Even more terrifying, some hear eerie footsteps and whispered voices, as if an unwelcome visitor approaches, while they remain powerless to resist. That desperate feeling of helplessness, unable to cry out for help, becomes an inescapable shadow haunting countless people in their midnight hours. Legends of ghost pressing have been recorded throughout history worldwide. Different cultures offer their own unique supernatural interpretations of this phenomenon. In ancient Chinese texts, this phenomenon was called Yan Amiai or nightmare demon, believed to be caused by evil spirits invading during deep sleep. Medieval Europe blamed the incubus demon, a creature of legend said to sit upon sleepers' chests at night, draining their vital life energy. Japan calls it Kanashibari, meaning bound by metal. Both Southeast Asian countries all have similar terrifying legends that persist to this very day. However, modern science offers an entirely new explanation. Medical professionals call this phenomenon sleep paralysis or sleepotonia. Research shows that during REM sleep, the brain actively paralyzes all body muscles to prevent people from physically acting out their dreams. When consciousness awakens prematurely while the body remains paralyzed, it creates the terrifying experience of being awake yet completely unable to move. As for the shadows seen and voices heard, scientists believe these are hallucinations produced by the brain in its semi-conscious transitional state. Despite scientific explanations, countless spine-chilling stories of ghost pressing continue to circulate among common folk to this day. In rural northeastern China, one such eerie legend has been widely told. The story centers on a young married couple surnamed Zhao. Zhao's son and his wife made their living as farmers, rising with the sun and resting at sunset, living an ordinary peaceful village life. It was an ordinary evening. After a long day of exhausting labor, the couple went to bed early to rest for the coming day. However, shortly after both had fallen asleep, a bone-chilling eerie sound suddenly echoed through the darkness of their bedroom. Zhao's son awoke with a start and opened his eyes. The sight before him made him freeze instantly. Every hair on his body standing on end. His wife lay rigid on the bed, her limbs completely stiff, making a comprehensible moaning sound as if being crushed by some invisible force. Zhao's son called his wife's name loudly, but received no response. She seemed trapped in another world, completely unable to break free. In desperation, Zhao's son struck his wife sharply. Only then did she suddenly jolt awake, trembling violently and gasping for breath. After awakening, his wife described in terror how she felt someone enter through the door and pin her down. Unable to move or cry for help, the terror of being controlled by an unknown force still makes her shudder with lingering fear whenever she recalls the dreadful night. Was this the work of supernatural spirits, as folklore suggests, or sleep paralysis that science can explain? Opinions remain deeply divided. The boundary between science and superstition is sometimes unclear. Humanity's exploration of the unknown has never ceased throughout history. Perhaps the truth behind ghost pressing matters less than the very real suffocating terror that emerges from the depths of darkness. Next time you awaken in the dead of night unable to move, will you believe the scientific explanation or the ancient legends of old?